Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. That was an absolutely awful game. I don't think you need me to tell you how bad that game was. I mean, realistically, if you look through the game, this wasn't that bad. And, of course, the score, okay, let's put it this way. We lost 12-7, but we were down 11-0 at one point. So, realistically, it wasn't that bad of a game for us. We scored 7 runs on 10 hits. That's pretty good. We did make an error, but they had 12 runs on 16 hits. I mean, this is a totally different game if you take away that 1/6 inning where they scored 6 runs. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you about this game. We're going to go through it, of course. I'll give you my opinion, but that was, I mean, it was frustrating, but, like, what can you do? These games are going to happen, right? So you just got to take it, roll with the punches. This is a good Atlanta Braves team. Remember that. They're number 1 in the AL East, which is a very good division. I mean, you've got the Nationals, you've got the Phillies, and you've got the Mets who are coming up. So this is a very, very good Braves team. We got one last night. They got one tonight. It'll be a fun game tomorrow. Now, I really did think Barrios was going to do better than he did tonight. If he has a better game, and again, if you take out that 6th inning, by any means, I think he does incredibly better. I mean, he could almost not do this bad again. I know he's had a couple of really bad outings. I think one was against, was it Seattle or maybe it was the Angels? I know in Seattle he didn't get through 5 innings, but I think he gave up only like 4 runs in that game. But I think maybe it was the Angels. Was it him that he gave up like 11 hits or something in that game? 11? No, it wasn't 11 runs. Maybe it was just 12 hits. I'm not exactly sure, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys know what the game is. He just did bad. He did absolutely bad tonight. Let's just go through his stats. 5 2/3 innings. That's not bad, but he gave up 9 hits, 9 runs. All of them were earned. Here's the thing. He walked 4 guys and gave up 2 home runs. I mean, that absolutely skyrocketed his ERA. He was 3rd or 4th in the league, depending on which day you looked at it. And he was at a 2.8 ERA. Now he's at a 3.24. I get that he's got to go out there and throw pitches. You know, he threw, 97 pitches. 63 of them were strikes, right? I mean, it's not like he wasn't going up there trying to get contact, but from the beginning of the game, it just seemed as if the Braves were on him tonight. I mean, this game was over 1 pitch into the game, and that was because Acuna Jr., boom, out to center field, off the limestone, first pitch of the game. It was over. And that, I mean, yeah, at that point in the game, that was the the game-winning home run in the first inning of the first pitch of this game, and it was over. Again, we did come back. Like, it was 11-0, but we came back in the 6th, 7th, and 9th inning. We still lost by 5, but we did come back. And if, like I said, if Barrios doesn't have this bad of a performance, what can you do? I think we, have such a better game if Barrios gives up half those runs even. And not, that 6th inning is really what killed us. That was the bad inning. We're going to go through it, but it's really frustrating to see this guy, our ace, be 10-6 this year, through this part of the season. His ERA has still been good. There's just been no run support in the games that he's really pitched. I mean, through the first 5 innings, no run support. They were already up 11-0 by the time we came back to the bottom of the 6th, though. Barrios really struggled tonight, but again, through strikes, they just hit him. And he was getting a lot of, or at least at the beginning of the game, because I'll be honest here, after they scored in the 5th inning, so it was 5-0, I turned it off. I had other things I had to do tonight, so I didn't actually see the home runs that Garver, Cruz again, and Rosario hit, but I did watch the highlights on Twitter. I kept up there that way because, I had other things to do tonight, and this game was over by that time. So it's a good thing I didn't see the 6th inning. But the point is, he was at the early parts of this game, he was getting a lot of fly ball outs, very deep outs. I mean, Kepler was on the warning track like 3 or 4 times in the first 2 innings. So that just tells you how really, I don't know, it must have just been the Braves just being really focused in tonight after the walk-off. What can you do? So let's go to Stashak. I mean, he pitched 1 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. He's been kind of off and on. I mean, yes, he pitched well. No, he only pitched the 1 pitch against Miami. I think it was because he gave the one home run, but I think it was on the first pitch that he threw. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Other than that, though, he's had a good performance and a bad performance, a good performance and a bad performance. Obviously, he was probably just thrown into this role, but gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. Not too hot right there. Littell, he did fine, though. 1 2/3 innings as well. 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. So not bad in his 5 batters that he faced. Here's the thing. That's his first time pitching since he got recalled, since Buxton's injury about 4 days ago or so. So that's good that we haven't had to use our bullpen. But again, looking at positives, for the pitching side of things, at least, Barrios threw strikes, and he got us through 5 2/3 innings, which saved our bullpen a little bit, right? I mean, you got to look at the positives that way. And Stashek threw 33 of 43 strikes, or 33 of 44 strikes, and then Littell 16 of 25. Both not bad numbers at all. I mean, it's just, here's the last thing I mentioned about the pitching, and we'll go into hitting. When you've got 3 guys, the top of the lineup, Acuna, Albies, and Freeman. I mean, even if you want to throw Donaldson in there, maybe even McCann, I don't know, but specifically the first 3 guys, they had 5, 5, and 6 at-bats, so 16 at-bats between the 3 of them. They had a total of 10 hits. That is very good. 10 for 16 out of your first 3 guys. That's going to win you a lot of ball games. In comparison to our guys, if you count the walk, I guess Acuna also had a walk in there, so 17 plate appearances. They went 10 for 17. In ours, we had 1 walk as well in 5, 2, 2, and 5. So again, that's 14 plate appearances. We had 1 walk, and besides Nelson Cruz, who absolutely tore it up tonight, we went 6 for 14, which again still isn't bad, but they weren't all at the same time. And of course, we'll go through that right now because Nelson Cruz is on freaking fire. He is on a different level right now, and the AL leader, again, Mike Trout in home runs is 38. He's been out of his mind lately. 16 home runs in 26 of his last games. But Nelson Cruz, what was the stat? I just saw it. I think it was it 23 home runs or 13 home runs in 23 games? I literally just had it on my Twitter. I guess I can't find it. Hold on, I found it. 16 home runs in his last 23 games. So a little bit better than Mike Trout. He will catch him. He will catch him for sure. But I mean, good news for him, right? 4 for 5 tonight with 4 RBIs, 2 runs. He has 6 multi-home run games this year. Incredible job. He has been doing freaking fantastic. But let's go through the plays here because I want to go through these games. So the first inning, boom, home run right off the top of the bat. Boom, leadoff home run, 1 pitch into the game. We were down. In the third inning, they scored 3 runs. Walk. That's what hurt us right there. Walk single by Albies, home run by Freddie Freeman. It's 4-0. Let's go to the 5th inning. Another couple of hits that they were able to string together. Acuna singles, Ozzie Albies singles after Acuna steals second, and that singles him home. It went right off the glove of C.J. Cron at first base, and that's 5-0. But let's talk about the 6th inning, because I honestly didn't see it. So let's go through it here. Looks like there were 2 outs. Oh, that's even better. Okay, so Adam Duvall strikes out to lead off the top of the 6th. Matt Joyce walks. Then Charlie Culberson, he strikes out. So 2 outs with the guy on first base. What happens next? Single. A balk scores a run. That is the 2nd time we have balked in the last, 4 games? Are you kidding me? So it's 6-0 after the balk. Then Acuna singles because we can't keep him off base. Triple by Ozzie Albies, which was overturned a home run, I guess. It was a home run that they called back. I guess I'll have to look that up later. But triples, scores a couple more runs. It's 8-0. Freeman singles, Josh Donaldson doubles, and McCann singles. So it is 11-0. But in the bottom of the 6th inning, Nelson Cruz did hit his first home run of the game. And then he multiplicated, he times it by 2. He added another home run in the 7th inning, but in the bottom of the 6th inning, Eddie Rosario did single right after him, and Garver hit his 21st home run of the season. So Nelson Cruz actually took the lead in the home run battle between Max Kepler, who I thought would hit one at the beginning of the game, but Mr. Richard Bramer, gosh, messed up on his name. I am sorry about that, but he thought he had a home run too. The camera guy did, I thought he had a home run. He did not. But he took the home run lead. I'm talking about Cruz here because in the bottom of the 7th inning, we scored 3 more runs. Kepler singles, Cave singles, and Nelson Cruz homers. 3-run home run in his 32nd of the season. In the bottom of the 9th inning, like I said, we got 1 more run. Eddie Rosario hits his 24th of the season. Good to see him back in the swing of things after he's really struggled quite a while. He's been struggling, so good to see him back in the home run column. Let's go through this quickly. Max Kepler 1 for 5 tonight with 1 run scored. Polanco went 0 for 2 with a walk. Did he get hurt? I'm just wondering. I think they would have taken him out just because to get some Caves practice, but again, I didn't see that part into the game, so it's 2-1 or 2-1. Cave went 2 for 1. You can't do that in baseball. 1 for 2 with a run. Cruz had the best night of the team. Of course, he did. 4 for 5, 4 RBIs, 2 runs. Then Rosario got back into the swing of things as well. 2 for 5 with an RBI and 2 runs. His average is still 287. I mean, that just tells you how good he's been doing. Cruz's average is actually 300 even. That's incredible. For a slugger like him, his OPS is 151. That is crazy. Garver went 1 for 5 with his 2-run home run. Rise went 0 for 4, which is really surprising. He also struck out once, so that doesn't happen very often for him. Snow went 1 for 2 with 2 walks. No strikeouts. Good for him. Then Gonzalez 0 for 2. Scope 0 for 1 with a walk. And Crone went 0 for 4. It was a really weird lineup. I actually really enjoyed this lineup. Obviously, I would have liked Buxton in there instead of maybe Gonzalez or so. But other than that, solid lineup. I really do like this lineup, and I think this team would have done really well. Maybe not coming off of the loss the way they did, or Atlanta coming off the loss the way they did. They just came out with a fire tonight, of course, and Barrios wasn't on. It's a bad combination for the Twins. But, you know, like I said, 7 runs, 4 home runs, or 4 away from the total from last year, the record that we have as a franchise. That's crazy, so we probably will break it tomorrow, or if not, against Cleveland on Friday, or Thursday, I guess it's Thursday. But other than that, you know, it's just a bad recipe for a loss tonight. We really didn't play that bad. You just got unlucky pitching-wise. They had a really good top of their lineup. They got on us right away and made us pay for it. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. It's not as exciting as last night's video, but if you did miss it, go check it out. Right above my head, the walk-off that was really, really exciting. There was a lot of energy in that video. So if that doesn't cheer you up, I don't know what will. Otherwise, you know, yeah, just go watch that back, and we'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully get a series win over a good Atlanta team, and all will be well. So again, that's all I got for you today. Check out the videos above my head if you missed them yesterday. Other than that, we will see you next time. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you then.